A recent casting for House of the Dragon Season 2 shows they are really laying into the more brutal aspects of the Dance of the Dragon, so if you stay past the cute roaring dinosaur with the idiot redhead on the throne, you're gonna get massive spoilers for Season 2. And they are so good. So dragon seeds are going to be a huge thing in Season 2, and I'm just so hyped about this. As we know in lore, Rhaenyra's side, the Blacks have more dragons than the Greens do, but they don't have enough riders. This leads to them attempting to find riders for their unclaimed dragons, including some wild dragons, which as we know are just so friendly. If you don't know what dragon seeds are, it's just basically individuals that allegedly have Targaryen blood in them, even if it's just a drop. Now, you may be asking, okay, how are there so many individuals running around with some Targaryen blood, but not the Targaryen name? Well, up until King Jaehaerys I, right a first night where the Lord could take the wife of one of his subjects on her wedding night, it was still practiced. I mean, it's still practiced in modern books time, like Roose is a good example. Also, some Targaryens just kept doing it because they don't really care. But if a Targaryen slept with the bride on her wedding night and managed to knock her up, it was considered a gift and honor. You're now carrying the bastard child of a Targaryen. This ties into Jaehaerys making the doctrine of exceptionalism that sets the Targaryens above ordinary men but below gods. This helped calm down the Faith of the Seven that were getting really upset about the Targaryens and their incest and brothers and sisters marrying each other. And so when Jaehaerys came to the throne, he went, listen, this is what we're gonna do. Targaryens, we're a step above you guys, you normal folk. We're definitely below the gods, we're not saying that. So we can be excused of a bunch of things that you have to hold the small folk and the other lords and nobles accountable for. So it makes sense that if they want dragon riders, they go, hey, if you can claim and tame a dragon, it's because you have maybe just a wee bit of Targaryen blood in you that makes you exceptional. Because if the dirty, ordinary non-Targaryens could control and ride dragons, or that was a well-known fact, that greatly takes away from the Targaryens' power or perceived power. Now, there are a few dragons that have already been tamed, but they've lost their riders, but there's also some wild dragons, and the 3 wild dragons that we're going to see in Season 2 are 1, Sheep Stealer, an ugly brown dragon born during King Jaehaerys I youth, who you can guess just loves the shit out of sheep. Grey Ghost, a pale white beast that is very, very shy. And then Cannibal, who loves worm hugs and affection. His lair is usually littered with dozens of bones. In Season 2, Jace is going to convince his mom to promise titles, land, wealth to knight people, anyone that can claim a dragon and fight on his mom's side. This, of course, leads to a lot of maiming. 16 people, according to book lore, are killed by the dragons during the sowing, and about 48 are horrifically maimed, which explains the mass call for men ages 18 to 55 that are amputees for these scenes. Well, that and all the aftermath of dragon battles. Because we're gonna see a lot of graphic wounds. Now, one of these dragon seeds, and the one I specifically want to talk about right now, is Silver Dennis, who is played by Robert Rhodes. Silver, having purple eyes and silver hair, claims he is the son of a bastard son of Maegor the Cruel, the 3rd Targaryen king who stole the throne from his nephews. This claim is a little bit suspect because Maegor struggled to produce a child, or a child that made it past the cradle. He had a lot of ladies in his life, and none of them could give him a living heir, or just a living child in general. If he had a bastard boy, there is no way Maegor wouldn't have claimed and legitimized it. So Silver, is he the descendant of Maegor the Cruel? I don't think so. Does he have some Targaryen Valyrian blood in him from somewhere else? Yeah, he fits the description. Of course, we do know there are other people that are non-Valyrians, non-Targaryens that have that look as well, but it just seems likely he's just a random bastard, or his father was a random bastard of some Targaryen that got a little horny. So Silver decides, hey, I have this blood in me, I'm definitely a dragon seed, I'm going to try to tame a dragon, and the one he picks is Sheep Stealer. Sheep Stealer wants none of it, and when he goes to claim him, rips off his arm. His sons are there, witnesses it, and they rush forward to help their dad because he's bleeding out. They want to stop his wound, they want to save him. But Sheep Stealer takes this as an opportunity and devours all of them. The father that's bleeding out with one ripped off arm, and all of his sons. It's pretty horrific. The actor seems super stoked about it though. On his casting, he shared he's the luckiest actor in the world, which I mean, I would be excited to be killed on House of the Dragon, so I understand. But it's going to be a very brutal scene to witness. I mean, if they do go with the full number, 16 dead and 48 maimed, it's gonna be a bloodbath. path. Eventually, Sheepstealer is tamed by a bastard girl named Nettles, who we do have leaks of. Actually, we have leaks of Hugh Hammer, Ulf the White, and Adam of Hall. They all get their own dragons. I still think Adam of Hall is perhaps the most interesting because he claims to be the bastard son of Rhaenyra's late husband Laenor, which would automatically make Rhaenyra raise her eyebrows knowing her husband's tastes. What's more likely is he's actually, and his brother as well, a bastard of Corlys, but Corlys knows to zip his lips about that. But yeah, at the end of all the maiming, the death, they end up getting 4 new dragon riders, which maybe doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot when it comes to dragons. I am really excited to see how they film these scenes, the extended strategies they do, some of the other ones that manage to live because they have a brother there who already claimed a dragon. In general, I always liked the Dragon Seeds plotline and where they all go. So like, subscribe, let me know, are you excited about the Dragon Seed scenes? From the leaked images so far, do you like who they picked as the Dragon Seeds, or are you just gonna wait and see till season 2?
All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. The monkey thought 'twas all in good fun.